Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be creating a look with the new BYS Unicorn palette. Hope you guys like it, and I will be adding music onto this later. But yeah, so first of all I'm going to prime my face. I prime my face with the Revlon Photo Ready Prime Set and Refresh spray. So I'm going to be using kind of a couple of Revlon and BYS products as well. And because you don't actually have to do this, but I like to do this because it's extra, I'm going to grab some of the face primer with the Gold Flakes in the BYS range and just apply some primer on my other bits of my face because I feel like that did not prime enough of my face. Girl problems, tell me about it. I'm also wearing a wig cap due to I'm going to be putting the wig on after it. So I just use a small amount of this stuff and then I go in with my foundation. So the foundation I'm going to use is the Revlon Photo Ready with Insta Filter. It's one of the newest foundations. I have used it a couple of times, but I would say that this one is kind of confusing because you're supposed to like blend it in with this sponge, and again, I love beauty blenders, so I mean it's a good technology for people who don't, you know, like using beauty blenders, but I find that I like using a beauty blender with this kind of technique a little bit better, but hey, everyone's different. Everyone likes different stuff. We wouldn't be different if we liked the same thing. Again, I prefer to use a beauty blender because I guess also when I first used it, I was so confused with this foundation. I was like, how the heck does this work? And then I worked it out and I was like, oh, that's how you work it out. But again, I prefer a beauty blender because a beauty blender pretty much hits and like it's easier to use and it like sets everything in. And again, I am probably going to do that with a beauty blender anyway. Sorry, my nose was itchy. I just want to get most of the foundation onto my face. The color is amazing. The color is great. It's a great color. But the only thing is, it feels like it's uneven on my skin. So that's when I grab this beauty blender and blend it in a little bit better. I'm just a beauty blender. This is actually the original beauty blender. So again, this is the original beauty blender. That is, and I find that the Revlon foundation is kind of a little bit streaky in some places, which I don't like. With the applicator, yeah, it may be a simpler and easier application, but it's not like a beauty blender where you can like take out all like your what do you call them, like you can blend everything together really well. I mean, it's a great color, it's a great application. I mean, little bits, but I also like to use my beauty blender. Guess everyone has their own style of products that they like to use. Again, this stuff is great if you want to try it. I mean, it is pretty good. It's pretty good. I wouldn't say it's crappy. I would say it's pretty good for what it is. Like, I mean, I paid $20 for this, I think it was. The coverage is a good coverage. It covers really well. Again, still prefer the Beauty Blender for the application though. I find that the Beauty Blender applicates things a little bit quicker and easier and gives it more of like a flawless finish, where this one leaves it a little bit, I don't know, streaky in my opinion, but each to their own. So I've applied this. Sometimes I apply it to my neck bone, other times I don't. Okay, so that's the Revlon in the porcelain. It is the shade porcelain. I don't use any other color. Now I'm going to grab my concealer in the All Day Conceal by BYS and just pretty much apply that to sections, like a highlight, I guess is more of the point of where I put it. I highlight places. Sorry if you guys are like, why do you do that? I just prefer to highlight sections. And also conceal like a lot of like under eye bags and stuff like that, if you know what I mean. I don't do it all the time. I just like to hide a lot of like my pimples and stuff, like for instance this little thing, and then I just like to grab this and pretty much, I guess it's more of a highlight, and then I just kind of blend everything in with a damp Beauty Blender. Oh, this is semi-dry Beauty Blender. This one's pretty dry. I was waiting for my other thing to upload, so it's a bit dry, but it's all good. You can pat it out too, which is great. Forehead. Okay, next I am going to grab a setting powder and a brush, and I'm just going to set all my makeup. Hopefully I've got everywhere. And I like to use this little brush, just, I don't know what this brush is. This is just called my powder brush. And I'm going to pick up the Kat Von D Lock-It translucent powder, and I'm just going to set my foundation. Oops. I love this powder actually. And then because I only put like a little tiny bit of the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation, I'm going to apply the BYS HD micro finish powder as well. I find that this sets a lot of stuff, and it's pretty good, and it's ultra fine, and it just gets into all those places that I missed with the Kat Von D. I only need to use a little tiny bit of that. Okay, next I'm going to go in with my brows in the Kat Von D brow pomade in the shade Blonde, and I'm going to take, if I can find it, the brush in 75 or 70, and I'm just going to infill my brows. Should put the camera down lower so you guys can see what I'm doing. So I just draw on my brows. I know these ones probably look really dark because I grabbed too much pomade, which is kind of a issue. Sorry, my laptop dies and decides to not like me. And then I'm going to do the other side. It's just a rough kind of tutorial. I mean, my brows look horrible because I put too much brow pomade in them. Wish you could like... I didn't want to do them that dark, but they're dark now. Very well. I'll just do the other side. See how like this side is darker than this side because I put too much on. I grabbed too deep in the pan, which was my fault. I should have done it a lot lighter than I did, but oh well. Shit happens, I guess. Well, I meant stuff happens. Basically, I just fill my brows in. I don't really do any fancy kind of stuff to them. I just fill them in. And this one that looks a little bit dark, so I'm going to get the makeup wipe and sort of kind of fix that up to make sure it's not so like heavy with the brow pomade. I actually put too much in there and it's kind of driving me insane because I put too much brow pomade in it. There we go. And then I'm going to grab my, I don't know if it's in here, which is probably not. Nope, that's that thing. I was looking for the brow brushy thing to brush out my brows to make them look like they're less defined, is more of the point. Luna, what are you doing? Sorry, my cat is doing some weird stuff. Okay, that is my brows done. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, what am I going to do? I'm going to fix up my wig cap because it's falling down, which is great. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to conceal my eyes or use a eye primer, which you can use whatever you really want to use. I might just use the All Day Wear concealer and just use this as my primer, as my eye primer. Doesn't really matter what you use as long as it's like a normal base. You can use concealer, you can use eye primer. I like to use either both because I don't really care usually. I'm going to touch up my brow a little bit, this one. Because it feels like it's done a walkabout on me and didn't like me when I did it the first time. typical. Yeah, I use the Kat Von D brow gel. I love it. It is really good stuff. It's really good stuff. It's great. It's really good. I love it. It like defines my brows and makes it look a little bit better. Okay, next I'm going to go in with the, where am I going? This is my wig that I'm going to be putting on in a minute. So I'll leave that over there. Okay, I'm going to go in with the Unicorn palette. Because I like to start off with normal colors, I'm going to go in with Majestic, which is this really nice kind of like opaque color, and just pretty much put that in the brow bone, under like the brows and in the brow bone, you know what I mean? Like that. And then I'm going to grab a little bit of Candy Tail and apply that under my brow bone, under where I've just put that normal color in, just to give it a little bit of a definition. I guess that's more of the point of what I want to do. See how it just makes my eye look a little bit darker, like a oval type of shape. And my wig cap is still falling off, which is great. And then I'm going to dip into, I dipped into Candy Tail, which is this one here. That one that I've got my finger in, that I just picked up pigment for. Oh, if you guys can see that. And now I'm going to dip into QT, and use that as well. And put it also in that section and round off my eyelids a little bit. And then I might go and add a little bit of wing, even though this has got Jeffree Star pigment on it. I'm going to go in with wings. This color here. I'm going to add a little bit in the outer corner. No, it makes it like a purpley. It's whatever I had left over on the brush. Sorry, it may look a little bit weird because it's more of like a pinky tinge. I don't know. I should have thought that out a little bit clearer. Okay, and now I'm going to go in with, I might go with Bubbles. I might go with Twinkle in the inner, my eye. I might go Twinkle, which is the like metallic shade, and put it in the middle of my eye, as you guys can see. And then grab a little bit of the Silver Moon. Might add that a little bit into it as well. Actually, no, okay, I'm gonna put Silver Moon all on my lid in the sections where And then grab Twinkle again and put Twinkle into the inner bit and just packed on a little bit more Twinkle. If you guys have seen Silver Moon, it's pretty much this color here, and I'm just going to apply a little bit more of that into where it's supposed to be. You can also use it as like a highlight as well, which is it's pretty cool. There we go. And then I might go in with a little bit of the Silver Moons all over my lid. Okay, I might go in with a little bit of the blue into the sky in the... I also like to use my fingers also sometimes to get more of like an accurate pigmentation as well. Sometimes it's just easier to do that and it adds more pigmentation. Same with like if you put Twinkle, there we go, adds more pigmentation. There we go. And I might underline my eye with, should we do, what should we do? Should we underline it with Fantasy or go in with Golden Horn? I might actually go in the bottom with Fantasy because I kind of like this greeny kind of feel. And again, also if you want to make like your colors stand out a little bit more, what you do is you spray setting spray and make it like the brush wet and it picks up more pigmentation. It's just easier that way, because I find that if it's loose sometimes it doesn't pick up pigmentation very well. It just annoys me, that's all. See how I put that minty kind of color in? Silver Moon has decided to go all over my face, which is annoying. So I'm just going to pretty much brush that off. I'm going to put some, I might actually put a little bit of the gold or wings, or a little bit of the unicorn horn in my brow bone, like on my brow bone, just to give it more of like a gold kind of shimmery tone. Oh, there we go. See, that looks cool. Yay, it looks pretty. And then I'm going to line my eyes with eyeliner and put on some highlight and put on some lips. I'm going to go with the NYX black one, or we could do, if we're going if we are going like fantasy kind of looking, I kind of want to put the Chichi purple matte liner on. One eye done. And I'm gonna do the other side. That's the other side done. And then now I'm going to put on some mascara. Might actually line this one a little bit better. There we go. I fixed up the eyeliner, and now I'm going to put on the Big Bang mascara, the Bad Girl Bang, I think it's called, by Benefit, and I'm going to put that on. And my eye is watering, which is great. It's like the greatest feeling to have your eye water. And I'm going to get the, oh, my eye won't stop watering now. And now I'm going to get the another brush and put on my highlighter. Which I'm just going to use the green one and just apply that to all the places that I probably would highlight, even though my eye is now drooping, which is great. I was trying to do a tutorial properly, but my eye decides that it's more fun to droop while you're trying to create a look. Which is really driving me insane. There we go, fixed it. Hopefully. Okay, and then I'm going to grab a little bit more of the Gleam. And I'm going to put on the Jeffree Star lipstick in, what is it? In Diamond, and I know it's like 30 minutes, but oh well. Diamonds, and I wait for it to dry. And now I'm going to add the Lime Crime Clad 9 lip topper on top of it. And then I'm going to grab my wig and put it on for you guys, because it's going to be this awesome little green one. If I can put it on properly, because I can't really see what I'm doing. Being on a camera screen doesn't give me the beneficial of the doubt for how you really do. See what happens. Gets brushed all over the place. See, I don't understand what's going on with my wig. I need to see, because I can't actually technically see this side. Oh, there we go. There we go. It's sort of kind of wiggy. There we go. And that is the finished look with the wig. Hope you guys like the look, as I loved creating this look. It was kind of cute, except when you have little bits of other bits of the fringe coming in to the wig bit, which I think we've got it mixed up a little bit. There's little bits sticking out. I usually just cut them off too, but this is the created look of my, I don't know what it is really. It's a unicorn look, I guess. I don't know. So I'm just trying to tidy it up. So it can, there we go. There we go. Looks better now. There we go. And this is my finished look. I hope you guys like it as much as I liked filming it, even though it's probably a little bit crappy, the quality. Might as well.